Guys, welcome back to the News. Doing a movie review. I actually just saw this movie the other day. It is the fifth installment to Paranormal Activity. Actually, it's not really even the fifth movie since the fifth movie's coming out later on this year. This is Paranormal Activity, the marked ones. Now, this is a totally another. It's in the same kind of series. It's just put away from this one story that they went through with the first four movies. It's sort of like its own Paranormal Activity movie outside of this one. Now, the first thing I'm going to say about this movie is it's more watchable than Paranormal Activity 4 for me. I did not find Paranormal Activity 4 one tiny bit scary, besides one little scene, one little like 5-second scene. That's probably it. This movie, there was a couple of creepy scenes in this movie. No, the movie's bad. The movie's not it's not worth your $8. Don't go see this one. Advice: if you watch everybody's reviews, this movie is not too good. Can it be enjoyable for some viewers? Yeah, it can be enjoyable. I felt some points in this movie were enjoyable. I guess it's one of those okay. Really, compared to like last year's beginner movie for the year, I think this was a improvement. Texas Chainsaw 3 was the first horror movie to come out last year and the first movie to come out last year, and wow, it was just a slam. It ripped us apart, not just because it's not like Paranormal Activity. Paranormal Activity is a series, they can do anything with it. It's a Paranormal Activity movie, but it's Leatherface, and it's not as big of a screw up as this movie, but I mean, it's not as big of a screw up as Texas Chainsaw was when last year's first horror movie came out. But I would have liked to see a really good horror movie, or at least any type of movie, come out for the beginning of 2014. And Paranormal Activity, the marked ones, it was not that. I think it was. Now, if you're a ginormous horror movie fanatic and you love everything about horror movies and you don't care, you're gonna enjoy this movie. I don't think I don't doubt that. Compared to Paranormal Activity 4, I think it's a little bit of an improvement, so I got to give it that as a credit. But the story, the first 20 minutes now, it was starting to get really good, and then when it got to the last probably like 40, 50 minutes of the last part of the movie, it really just lost you, and it didn't lose me. I just felt it could have been done so much better. The movie is a big disappointment, though, on my grading status, but I will give it the credit that it was by far, or for me, it was a by far better movie than the Paranormal Activity 4 movie. It was something different with this series, but if you really think about it, they could be doing so much better with these movies. It's not even funny. I would rather see different houses, them go to using different houses, different families, and doing different types of hauntings. But they for the last four movies, they went with the same kind of story and same type of characters. And in this movie, it's kind of cool that they are starting to do something different, but it wasn't in my opinion, it wasn't directed in the right way. It wasn't written in the right way. I think it could have been so much better. From the trailers, it looks interesting. It really does. But when you watch it, it's a disappointment. And that's all I can say about Paranormal Activity, the marked one. So I'm just going to give this movie a solid D. I thought, some of the scenes in the movie were freaky. I think the ending was a little bit cool. But then you look at it and then you're thinking to yourself, wow, I probably shouldn't have wasted that money. I don't think I should have wasted that money, honestly. I've been giving people advice, maybe to save your money and wait for a better horror movie to come out this year, and I'm guaranteeing there's going to be a lot better ones. And, but yeah, as I said, I didn't sit down and I didn't really just hate this movie. I was just a bit disappointed I wasted $10. And that's probably about it. So a solid D for me. Like, comment. Tell me you guys are interested in seeing Paranormal Activity, the marked ones. What do you think? What are your thoughts on the original Paranormal Activity and the last 3 or 4 movies? Let me know if you guys are interested in seeing the upcoming Paranormal Activity 5 movie. And if you guys are going to go see this one, just be advised and be warned. Watch more reviews on this. See if you really are debating on whether or not to go see it. I wouldn't blame you if you went to go see it if you're a huge horror fanatic. I mean, if you're just all about going to go see horror movies when they come out first thing, I mean, I don't blame you, but I really wouldn't waste the money. I really wouldn't. Wait, maybe just wait. But yeah, that's my review, guys, for Paranormal Activity Mark 1. Thanks for watching, and I will see you next time.
I'm in something.